15-0.
Played one of the best sets I've seen this year in his win over Jack Draper at Roland Garros on Suzanne Lenglen. The level of that fourth set he sustained on a surface that's been a bit alien to him was remarkable.
I was lucky enough to be in Paris commentating on that match too for American television. That was wild.
30-0.
He played on such a razor's edge that set, didn't he? I don't know if I've seen a player throw caution to the wind quite like that for a sustained level and be able to make it happen. And he said afterwards that he was pretty sure that if it got to a fifth set, he had no chance to win. So all or nothing.
40-0.
Maybe when he went to Las Vegas for his hangover weekend, he came back with a new gambler's mentality, but it certainly paid off in Paris.
Again, Bublik
doesn't hang around.
Then he did get a great title, took out Jannik. Sinner got a little revenge after Sinner beat him in the quarterfinals of Paris. He returned the favor and beat Sinner in Halle en route to a title there.
Love 15.
Blacked out racket, no stencil on there. So he hasn't quite found a way to monetize that other than prize money, but that's worked out pretty well for him.
Definitely.
That equipment change overall. Change years ago, was playing with the Wilson rackets and then decided to make the switch to Jannik's, which has become a popular switch for a lot of players in recent years. Making good product, apparently. But Gordon added some changes that he's made to his professionalism, dedication to the craft, becoming more of an all-court threat, recognizing that he's never going to be the most powerful player from the ground, so he needs to use his great athleticism to his advantage. I don't know of many players that are more depth in all areas of the court than Tommy.
He's got a wide-ranging skill set, that's for sure. Physically, of course, does a lot of work with Franco Herrera. A few South Americans in his corner, isn't he?
One game on.
That's Hugo Orlando, isn't it?
Yep.
In the middle there. Seba Kozarin, of course, is also part of the setup. I believe he's his physio, is that
That's right.
correct?
That is correct.
He's won over 90% of first serve points through the first couple of rounds as Bublik.
Is that good? Do you like 90%? I think that's pretty good.
I'll take it, Jim.
The ratio of accuracy in the booth far higher than 90%.
Well, I tell you,
that's more my level.
The only thing I got 90% at school was attendance, Jim, and that wasn't no extra points for that, I'm afraid. So
I got less attendance, but I got that in PE. Physical education. I did well. Everything else was a stress test.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Bublik is one smart cookie. I bet his IQ is way up there. He's an interesting person, an interesting player.
30-15.
He's having an interesting career for sure. I'm not sure he knows what shot's coming before the ball comes off of his racket. But the guy's a tremendous athlete.
14,
but still
15.
very rangy with his movement.
Yeah. I remember when he first came on the tour, the one shot that was very vulnerable was his forehand. Didn't have a whole lot of control over that shot, but I've not seen him miss it a whole lot in recent months. He possesses danger from everywhere.
Bublik
The
leads by
Kazakh.
2 games to 1 first set.
He's made a very...
They've
been battling physical problems all year. As Brad Stein has said, it's been a very odd year for Team Paul. Of course, wasn't fit by the time he reached the quarters of the French. Did very well to get there after those back-to-back 5-set wins. It came at a price. These two don't hang around. 9 minutes for just the first 4 games. USOpen.org is your place to go to keep up to date with everything that's going on here this week. Singles matches still standing.
Love 15. Love 30.
The door ajar here. Love 30. Said Bublik's been infallible on serve thus far in the tournament.
Yep.
Paul likely to get a break point.
15-30.
Yeah, time between points. The serve clock is not really in jeopardy of getting to 0 with Bublik serving. And maybe he's not getting a break point. 2 big serves takes him back to 30 apiece. It's not always easy to return against Bublik because he's running the hurry-up offense on you. You've got to get in position. You have to kind of get set early if you want to have your normal rhythm and amount of time that you like to have before you receive serve, because he rushes a lot of people, just like he's done Tommy Paul from Love 30 here.
Bublik.
This is an impressive recovery. I think a win today will match that number.
These
two actually side by side in the race as well, if you look at it, and not too far away. They're 12th and 13th in terms of the year-round points tally, I believe.
The big target for these guys from that standpoint, from the race standpoint, is number 8. Can you finish in the top 8 so you make it to Torino the Tour Championships, where the top 8 meet for a round-robin week of fun.
40 love.
Big points available and a prestigious title. Season shifts largely indoors after this.
Game call.
It's a pretty good setup, really, for both of these guys. Game styles. Bublik with his serve, you take the elements out. No wind, no sun, and kind of like tonight. These are perfect serving conditions, and both players serving at a very high rate. Tommy Paul, in fact, has made 11 out of 13 first serves, so only dropped 1 point on his serve. Bublik not many more. What's the side that you think for Bublik, if you get it into his forehand, is that where the vulnerability lies overall in his game?
I mean, definitely I would have said a year ago, Jim, 18 months ago.
And
but
what's been the difference? I think it's the racket string setup?
Possibly. Confidence helps, doesn't it?
15 on.
Yeah. I mean, he's clearly getting more purchase out of the ball off the ground, isn't he? That's been pretty evident, I think. Particularly on the clay, right, where... movement obviously was a bit compromised before.
30-15.
Become a more mature competitor, doesn't he? From your opinion?
Yep.
Age, his experience has played its part.
Out. 40-15.
He always has known how capable he is, isn't he? I don't think there's ever been too many doubts in his own mind as to how good he is. Listening to him speak. He's good for the game because of the way he plays. He is a tough guy to take your eyes off.
15 love.
Newly engaged, of course. There's Tommy Paul. His fiancée who runs her own fashion business. As Paige Lorenz. Doing pretty well, I hear.
She's certainly entrepreneurial.
40 love.
Tommy just continues to cruise on serve. Only missed 2 first serves and only dropped a point. Let's see if I can jinx him into losing a point here. Got the first serve to miss. That's step 1 of commentator 101. Yes, that caught. Now let me explain something to you. This is something that I figured
15.
out. The quote-unquote, and you're sure you're familiar with this, the commentator's jinx, right? When the commentators point out of a statistical anomaly, and then it reverts back to the mean. That's what's happening. It's not. Unfortunately, we don't have any power up here. It's just that math, it's kind of undefeated.
It is.
Yeah.
We won't deny that.
Try to tell my children that all the time. They don't want to hear it. But.
No, in one ear, out the other, is it?
Lucky if I can get it. I didn't think they listened. That's Tommy Paul with new balls back on serve 4 apiece. Well, not back on serve, just back to level. No breaks, no break points yet for anybody. This is moving quickly. 20 minutes of action for 8 games.
Yeah, one feature of the match they had in Miami was that Tommy actually opened up a lot of break points. He had 12 in that match in Miami. He only converted on 2 that day. And he certainly was able to create some chances. Just get the slice a bit too much out. Gave the American time
15.
to pull off that shot. Sensational. What an athlete.
Love 13.
The booing, I think, is because somebody in the crowd interjected there unnecessarily.
Second time Tommy Paul's had love 30 on Bublik's serve. Bublik able to serve himself out of the jam. Brad Stein is telling Tommy to protect the tee serve, give away the wide. Coach thinks it's this first serve is going down the middle. It wasn't, but a second serve is coming. Kind of in between a first and second serve. If we're being honest, that second serve was 112 miles an hour of risk, and Bublik able to fend off some passing shots.
Yeah, it's amazing his second serve speed, because it actually can be quite slow at times, can't it? He can go with the fast ball. There's often a pretty big differential at times between the first and the second. So again, speaks to the unpredictability that he brings to a match.
Putting aside the underarm serves, which can come about. Sometimes it's 120 mile an hour second serve. It can be as slow as 70 miles an hour. You can tell with that ball toss, he was going high heat. He missed it. 124 mile an hour risk fails, and here's the first break chance of the match.
Thank you.
Serious tennis from Bublik under some serious pressure, ripping ground strokes and then pulling the rug out in this rally with this down the line drop shot. That's one thing that you'll almost always see when Bublik hits drop shots, forehands or backhands, almost never cross court. He tries to go down the line. It takes more time away because the ball travels less than if it goes cross court, and that was effective. Is again. How good is that? It's hard to do with a racket that is known to be so powerful.
He butchered Jack Draper with that shot in Paris, didn't he? Towards the end of that match, and it was almost every other point.
Didn't he wear Jack's legs out with it too?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That takes a lot of energy to try and track down drop shot after drop shot. What a save.
Yeah, Bublik.
He's fueled with confidence right now. Hasn't lost.
Love 15.
Similar, of course, to Aryna Rybakina. Change of return position in this game.
Trying to change fortune and get something going against the Tommy Paul serve. Has not had much success, but you're right. He's quite deep for this return. Opens up the wide serve. Tommy going for the tee. Still deep on this second return as well. I think that would have worked in volleyball, but not so good in tennis.
No, it's a foul play. He's quick though, isn't he? Both of these guys are so quick. Yeah, Artem Sopranov is the man who currently coaches Alexander Bublik.
There's your.
Bublik hasn't made much of an impact on Tommy Paul's serve, but suddenly finds himself within 2 points of the opening set. Tommy finds the afterburners in the shoes. Flames coming out of the back of him.
40-30.
This backhand volley actually had a fair bit of backspin attached to it, didn't it? He did very well here.
Big acceleration from the American. Saves that one.
Game 4. Five games all first set.
Lost to Jannik Sinner on this court here last year. In a high-quality match in the round of 16. Very good first couple of sets. He had chances in both of those sets before Sinner ran away with the third.
$50.
Taking some good guys to beat Tommy at the majors, isn't it? In recent times. Yes, of course, Offner beat him at Wimbledon, but he was injured in that one. If you look at the players prior to that, Alcaraz beat him in the quarters of the French. Zverev beat him in the quarters of Australia. Sinner beat him here in the round of 16. Alcaraz beat him in the quarters of Wimbledon last year. Some high-quality opposition that are having to knock Tommy Paul off.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy to the players, please do not yell between the first and the second serve. Thank you.
That's the rare cross-court drop shot attempt. Lucky to reach the net. Doesn't want to look at that one, does he? Sweeps the line with the 133 ace to erase the memory of that poor drop shot.
He's averaging about 11 aces a match this season, is Bublik.
Yeah, Bublik.
Good set. In the midst of here on Ash. Tommy Paul serving to extend it.
15 up.
return serve for Tommy Paul this evening at 56%. First and second.
30 love.
Bublik swinging away at that one. All or nothing on the return. And all signs pointing towards a first set tiebreaker. Bublik back on the baseline here. Changed back to his aggressive return position. Too much effort on that one. He was already committed to focusing on this first to 7 situation.
First set, tiebreak. Each player has received 1 additional challenge. Bublik.
Such a quick motion, Jim, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, that makes him difficult to deal with. Also, the carefree nature that he brings to it. It seems like Bublik is just playing so freely. Like, he doesn't have a care in the world compared to everyone else.
Two, 0. Bublik. Three, 0. Bublik.
With an inauspicious start from the American.
Thank you. Bublik.
That's crazy good. Holy cow. He just carved that volley to perfection.
Bublik.
Clever return. That's not an easy volley to make at that angle. That was absurd. That thing landed on the first bounce over in Tommy's racket bag.
Correct return initially.
5-1.
And he's got a stranglehold of the breaker.
Bublik.
Tommy Paul with a father forlorn look on his face. There's the records this season. And the breakers. Reflected in the scoreline out here right now.
done many things wrong in this tiebreaker, but Bublik,
2.
after that deep
Bublik.
return, forgot to move back up into the court and was just a little bit on the reach for that backhand. But in firm command, 5-2 serving. Not far now.
He's actually made the second serve. He's won 75% of the points, but the number's slightly skewed by the amount of doubles he's hit. Risk and reward, as always, the narrative for this man.
Please.
It's just a gambler at heart, isn't he? 119 miles an hour. Another first serve effectively from Bublik. And gets his reward. 3 set points.
Thank you. Bublik.
Wow. Jeez. 75% of the time in this set, his first serve, when he's made it, has gone T in the end court. Let's see where he goes here on set point.
Please.
And how big on this second serve is another question.
It's wide. Tommy Paul went all in on the forehand.
7 games to 6.
And the man who's won 10 matches in a row. He's a third of the way towards making it number 11. Wrapped up his win over Nuno Borges. Took us through the challenges of that and what difficult that is to be out here 48 hours later.
Well, just put you on a different time zone, because you're up probably till 4 or 5 in the morning before the adrenaline allows you to go to sleep. If you played that match, hope to get a long sleep in the next day, but you might. Tommy, I didn't talk to Brad and see if they practice the next day. Oftentimes players don't. They just stay in the city and rest.
30 love.
It does help when you get scheduled second night match again. You can sort of stay on that.
Yeah.
Maybe you go to sleep at 1 o'clock last night, and you can sleep as long as you want today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ideal
30,
for the
15.
body, that's for sure. Can certainly weaken you, make you more vulnerable to other outside forces.
I mean, we've seen it all summer, that shot, so it's not really a surprise anymore, I don't think. And he's able to produce this sort of level.
That's what winning looks like. That is what confidence and belief looks like. Bublik isn't questioning himself at this point because he's won so much since the spring.
Yeah. 35-8 his record at all levels since the Phoenix Challenger. Won the Turin event, didn't he, as well? A bit of altitude there, so that helped him, but it was a clay court event. Squeezed in between the Masters.
Racket change is a big part of the story for Bublik. He was playing with a thin beam racket that was good for control, but not necessarily one that gives a lot of power compared to what he's playing with now, this blacked out Babolat. And the power differential year over year, it's unmistakable. The numbers don't lie, Nick. Well, his first serve speed and second serve speed have always been upper echelon. He's got the height, he's got the live arm, but his forehand and backhand speeds were really rather pedestrian, nothing really exciting about them. And all of a sudden, he's injected a lot more pace in them this year. So as they'll cross the net, let's actually talk about those numbers. So average as well. With it too. That's a pretty magical combo.
And again, we're not surprised, are we? Because we've seen this all year. We saw it in Halle. We saw it at the French. This is the sort of tennis he's been playing for the last 6 months. There's not really a part of the court he's not comfortable in, as far as I can see.
That takes a tremendous amount of skill to be able to harness a racket that's obviously far more powerful than the one he was playing with.
But very quickly, Jim, as well, right?
Karen Khachanov and Tsitsipas both have also made a very similar change away from thin beamed rackets. Bublik's probably been the most seamless in transition. Tsitsipas had some arm trouble after he initially made the switch during the clay court season and went back away from it. Has now gone back to a new Wilson model that they've made for him and Khachanov.
Bublik.
But there's no question that
one game on.
A lot of players are paying attention to what this new equipment is doing for some of these players, because undoubtedly in the last 2 seasons, again, the numbers don't lie, the speed of shot off the ground on average is increasing in men's tennis. And if you're not moving ahead, you're falling behind.
Yeah, bit of a domino effect right now, isn't it?
Yep. So I think a lot of players are looking at their racket string setup and thinking about making some adjustments, from what I hear. What makes it even more interesting is that almost every player in the last couple of years, if you read what they're talking about with the tennis ball, they're complaining that the balls aren't good, that they're slow, they're heavy, that it's painful for them to have to generate power, and yet they're all, for the most part, generating more power. These tennis balls are light. The U.S. hardcourt tennis ball, the Wilson ball, is much lighter than most. Unmistakable that things have been changing, and I think that's probably part of why Alcaraz added 5 grams of weight to his racket to give him a little more purchase for each shot he hits.
Yeah. Andrei Rublev changed his rackets in the off-season as well. Lighter frame Wanted to move it quicker, was his exact reasons why.
Pulled.
And again, from what we understand, rackets from the top guys are getting lighter
40-15
as time goes on.
Well, you can go lighter as long as the racket is very, very sturdy, right? If you go lighter and it's too flexible, you're not going to get much out of the racket. But if it's a stiff racket with the carbon fibers, it's like you swing it faster, the racket goes up, you just get more oomph on the ball. Well, these guys are moving the ball around.
If you look at the average ace count this season, he's at 11, as I mentioned. Only two guys, I think, have a higher ratio of average aces per match. Fritz is up there. Pesci Pericard is up there. And they, I think, are the only two that can match Sasha.
30 love.
Bublik has the advantage of sometimes getting aces on second serves too, because he goes so big.
Very true.
Catch you off guard.
Talked about the reset that he had after winning all the clay. Didn't fancy going to Canada or Cincy, so enjoyed his son's birthday at home in Russia.
15.
Had a reset, and as he said in his own words, feels like a new season for him right now here, which can only bode well.
Well, lucky there for Bublik. Lucky for Tommy Paul. Sat up nicely, and he gets himself back involved here. 30-all. Slight preference on the wide serves and the deuce so far tonight for Bublik. Someone who's a little over honeydew in the stands, huh? Break points here for Tommy Paul.
It's not just the quality of the drop shot, is it? But it's the movement off the ball there as well, because Tommy's quick enough to get there, but when he gets there, there's no room, there's nowhere to go, is there? Because of where Bublik's gone.
He's up there covering the net like a condor.
Advantage, Bublik.
Certainly the off weeks that he had at times in his career seem to be, I'll say, a thing of the past. Maybe that's probably going a little too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, Bublik.
Probably not going to be the first to admit he's not going to be a guy who's going to be a week in, week out consistent performer, is he? Although that's what he has become in the last few months, in fairness. I guess the Wimbledon loss to Munar in the first round would have been a disappointment, but Munar's had a good year.
He's having a good tournament here.
Thank you.
Win over Zizou Bergs today in straight sets. Advanced to the fourth round to play Musetti.
I was talking to Brad Stein actually today about Munar, and he was consciously talking about how he feels the Spaniard's playing a lot more aggressively these days. So few rallies really of any that sort of length. Average rally length has actually gone up a bit in this set, but it's still just over 3 for the match. Just two American men standing in the men's singles. Taylor Fritz is all.
Please.
Good serving continues for Bublik. He's in rhythm, making over 70% of serves this set, which makes him nigh impossible to break.
Yeah, there's the number.
It's a frustrated swipe at the ball from Tommy Paul, down 40 love, lets one fly.
Yeah, his unreturn serve numbers lifted in this set, partly because of that game, but he's at 45% nearly of unreturned serves in this set. Is Bublik, there's his wife back right, and
top
there's
right.
Bulat Utamuratov in the suit there. Put a lot of money into this sport in Kazakhstan. He was a big tennis fan, was Bulat. Building a lot more courts over the last few years, indoors, of course, pretty cold climate in the winter. But they've invested a lot of money to try and get some homegrown players through the ranks. It's beginning to pay off.
Love 15.
This man was a good buy, though, wasn't he? For want of a better word. Works both ways, of course. He got what he wanted out of it as well in terms of funding, facilities, training, finances, resources. Worked out well.
Got to play Wimbledon. He's playing for the Kazakh flag, not his native Russian flag. And they were banned for a year.
Do you see him breaking the top 10 one day, Bublik? Jim, possibility?
Between now and next spring, he certainly has a good look at it.
Yeah.
fascinating to see him go from the hunter to the hunted. Because he's always been a free spirit on the court, playing with a devil-may-care attitude, really lower expectations than certainly the people up in the top 10. I wonder if he'd be able to maintain that freedom. We'll hope to find out.
14-13.
Maybe it'll inspire him to be even more consistent. Who knows? But it's his erratic nature that makes him such a threat to the top players, such a danger. What makes Tommy Paul a danger and has made him a top 10 player at times is his ability to focus better than he did years ago. He's really worked hard to stay concentrated and not let loose points go by. It's led to all that consistent performance that you've laid out for us, and the significant names required to beat him at majors in the last couple of years. Hearing a lot of Alcaraz and Sinner in that conversation.
No advantage for
that, though, is he? Used to have pretty much set the bar. This is a big game to try and get through.
Did it?
It's body serve. And a change up. He's as tough as they get. Bad day for the American men yesterday, with, of course, Ben Shelton's injury cutting short his time here. Francis Tiafoe had a disappointing day as well. Leaves 2 men flying the flag.
Last 15.
5 women still flying the flag. That's a good number. Highest number in 8 years in the last 16.
15-all.
Coco Gauff looked really good today. She's making some headway. She'll face Naomi Osaka in the 4th round. How about that? They had a memorable match here years ago when Coco was on her way up.
Yep. That sounds like a primetime match.
30-15.
Well, Monday is a national holiday, so it could also be a daytime match.
True.
No one at work or at school. We'll see what the scheduling team puts together, but it'll be on Ash, and we'll look forward to it.
Those days, Tommy Paul's actually won 3 more points in this match in total, yet still finds himself behind in the score.
And the crowd's itching to get into it. They're lubricated, they're ready to go. It's a holiday weekend, they're having fun at the US Open, but the points, the nature of the points, they're so short. They're not seeing a lot of dramatic tension in the service games at the moment. It's a lot of quick tennis happening out here. Crash, bang, boom. They're waiting for more. They want to see the American get on top, of course. Home crowd.
Yes.
Just actually thinking about what you were saying with the speed of the ball from Bublik, obviously, and has gone up a lot this year, and how that couples with the drop shot. And I'm just actually wondering a little whether it's almost the Alcaraz effect a little bit, because he can hit the forehand bigger, where the guys are just maybe a little more reluctant to sort of look for the drop shot, because he's got such great feel, isn't he? And you know what I'm saying? It's really big, actually, therefore he can particularly a bit more than he could last year.
Advantage.
He hit the drop shot so effectively. Here's some trouble there.
Thank you.
Here's the crowd getting involved on break point.
Courts.
Bublik tips the type of serve he's going to hit with his ball toss. If he's going to hit a slower serve, the toss is up over his left shoulder, but that one was far out to the right. Almost impossible to do anything but to hit a big serve, and it was 114 and accurate, and Tommy Paul not able to do enough with that return. A great save by the Kazakh once again. Gets into the ankle breaker there.
Advantage.
Average second spur speed in this set for Bublik's 107 miles an hour.
Is one lower than his season average of 108.
Wow.
Game Billie.
It's because he hit so many
4 second
serves that balances it out, but you just don't know what's coming. To see if Tommy Paul got injured here when he went for the ankle breaking. Kind of came up a little bit funny after that drop shot on deuce. Sometimes changing direction. Looked like he reached for his low back there. We'll keep eyes on that. This guy's had enough physical issues. He doesn't need any more.
No, definitely not. Yeah, truth be told, he probably is in need of a break. Plenty of others. The hernia obviously has been an issue. Remains one.
30 love.
This will be a way to shorten the point if he's looking for one.
Ball. 30-15.
Tense moment for Team Paul here. This game tightens up. Tommy tightening up a little bit on that last forehand.
Ball.
The space usually from such a deep position as well. He gave himself time.
And it was a slow second serve, just 87 on the gun. Should have been able to get out of the way, but he got jammed up there.
matches left. Tommy Paul gets himself to 5 first in this second set.
To four,
Still all play for here.
First set, Bublik.
As he looks to square things up.
Time.
Well, Bublik's serve's been under pressure at times in this match, but he's been able to survive so far. Still yet to be broken in the tournament.
15 love.
Only man unbroken through the first couple of rounds.
Left for set.
There's no way to defend that shot. It's a low ball, which means it's hard to be aggressive down the line over the high part of the net. And look at that. Fire down the line from Bublik. Confidence is king, and he's got tons of it right now.
I thought that was going long, because you don't often see him take a racket off like that, a handoff, should I say. Going to make the round of 16 here for the first time. It would be 3 of the 4 majors that he has made the second week, if he can achieve that. Australia, the only one missing. There's Artem Supranov. Often you see a ball fly by Tommy Paul and breaches defences like that, is it? That's how big he's hitting it.
Then Bublik. Five games all, second set.
He had a great interview, didn't he, at the French this year, where he talked about the elite players and the dedication that the elite players bring to their job. And obviously, at times, he's probably a little too candid for his own good, but he's very quotable. And he talked about Oh, he's normal. He felt he was the normal guy in life. I'm the normal guy. He said some of these goats, for want of a better word, and players that sit at the very top table, it's not me. He said they're not the normal ones. He's playing some fairly abnormal tennis right now. He
doesn't lack for talent.
No. Father these days.
I don't know if he lacks the same type of drive that some of the people that are ranked higher than him do. Not sure.
(30-15).
But he seems happy.
Yeah.
He's living a good life, making a good living. He's his own boss.
And I think that's a big part of it, isn't it? He has to be happy to be playing his best tennis. I guess that's the case for a lot of people, but
same for you with your broadcast. If you could go to Central Park and have a walk around today, get some fresh air to be at your best tonight. So that seemed to work out well.
Nice of you to say so, Jim. Change is as good as a rest. Beautiful out there today.
Been beautiful all tournament in New York. Cool, pleasant, dry. Remains a challenge for Bublik to get to break points. Still hasn't seen one yet, even though he's up a set in the match. It's Tommy Paul, who's had the 3 chances to break, hasn't taken any yet. And Paul untroubled on serve at the moment.
Could be a second successive breaker on the cards. Got that feel to it. 6-5.
Well, it's 1-6 games to 5 second set. First.
Big 10 minutes coming up in the context of this match.
15 love.
One senses. Struggle to see Tommy Paul coming back from 2 sets to love down, given the physical issues he's had, and of course the late night finish. But he has done it before this year. Who's got a better drop shot than this guy on the tour? Anyone?
Alcaraz, probably, but not by much. You?
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's many, are there?
No. What makes his and Alcaraz's drop shots so fantastic is it comes on both the forehand and the backhand wing with equal distribution. Usually players have one side or the other that they like to hit drop shots, not both. Here we go. Breaker coming.
6 games on, second set. Tiebreak. Each player has received 1 additional challenge.
Tommy Paul in the opening tiebreak offered up an early advantage, dropped his first 2 service points with some loose mistakes. Let's see how this one shakes out. Getting into it.
Thank you. Thank you. Paul.
Let this thing go.
Let first serve.
To the tournament. Let's lift off here in Arthur Ashe.
Thank you.
Just check this hustle out. Bublik just couldn't put the brakes on, could he?
Thank you.
Some special stuff.
It's a role reversal from the opening set tiebreaker. Tommy Paul takes 2 from Bublik's serve. Closing in on leveling this at a set apiece if he can hold out from here.
So just to get a bit of a jump on the drop shot for once, didn't he, as well? Perfect start for the American.
Return just ticked the tape going over.
3-1.
Through the timing of Tommy Paul off just a wee bit. So one mini break retrieved.
Talk about how he's improved as a competitor. That's a good example right there. I think 2 or 3 years ago, those couple of points might have just got to him, mightn't it? But obviously he's winning more, so I appreciate this is a big stage. But really, does his level drop a whole lot now when things don't go his way, seemingly? What a sequence of points we are enjoying here right now.
Bublik up at the net here. Looks like he's stranded. Good thing he's tall. Skyhook. He's still alive. And then the guess in the steal. And just like that, from 3 love down, Bublik climbs back to dead even as a change ends. Good thing the roof isn't closed here. It might have blown off so far in the first 6 points of this breaker.
Intoxicating. Both men stretching each other to the limit here.
4-3.
So often feast or famine.
Bublik's gotten so much reward from so much risk in this match. 117-mile-an-hour second serve. Those have been all too common, but finds the net for just the second time in this set.
Bublik has hit just 8 unforced errors in this set. And it's been a long one. 54 minutes. That's how clean it's been for him. That Paul had hit maybe called long. It didn't come.
Thank you. Please. Let second serve.
Second serve.
Thank you.
2 set points.
Second set point. 7 games to 6.
Paul at it again. He squares things up on Arthur Ashe.
1 set all.
With the American. Are all square at 1 set apiece. Perhaps striking a similar path again.
15 love.
It's a very different sort of opponent, that's for sure. There.
30 love.
We've discussed how the body is obviously an issue for him, and I wonder whether another 2.5 hours out here tonight is what that's going to do. If he's got it in him, he's obviously tried to do all he can. Keep himself in check.
And the question is going to be ultimately what toll all of the track work of coming up to the net, chasing these drop shots from Bublik is going to take. At Roland Garros, it took a significant toll on the Brit Jack Draper over time.
Yeah, Bublik.
Yeah, you can just see Tommy there come back from that long run.
First game.
Had the look for a man who's feeling it a touch, obviously.
Well, he's been into the net, according to the stat sheet, 28 times, but I would say about 20 of those times have come on drop shots against his will, and he's won underneath half of the net points. Normally, in a Tommy Paul match, he's winning somewhere around 3/4 of the net points because he's coming in on his own terms when he wants to come in, when he has an advantage. That's not been the case tonight. The combination of the threat of the power coming off of Bublik's racket, followed by the amazing finesse, but he's a little frustrated right now and chirping at his team, isn't he, Bublik?
Yeah, they're getting a little bit of the business.
Given
Given the fact that Tommy played so late, 5-set match in the round prior, Bublik, even at a set apiece, should have a physical advantage at the moment. With him, the mental can override that pretty quickly if he goes into a dark place.
It's a pretty tasty end to that game.
One more, third set.
Will be highly entertaining to do. I would like to sit down and watch a Sasha Bublik match with Rafa Nadal. And I'd like Rafa to tell me when he disagrees with Bublik's shot selection. Is so consistent with choosing the right shot, a high percentage play all the time, no matter what the situation or score. And Bublik seems to be the counter to that. I think Rafa might need some throat lozengers. But I just like to see if he thought it was amusing or if it was frustrating.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? I just like to spend time with Rafa, let's be honest.
Yeah. I think you'd think it was frustrating, given how he played the sport.
Pretty puzzling.
40-15.
Just like the language I don't think he would understand.
No. It's a different dialect.
Ball.
40-30.
But they didn't make many like Rafa, did they?
No. Haven't made many like this guy either.
No.
Yes.
Tony Paul 3 times has knocked on the door to break serve. Yet to do so, and you've reminded us a few times, Bublik yet to be broken in this tournament.
Advantage, Bublik.
Still holds up. A nice grab by the ball crew person back there in the corner too. 118 sidewinding serve, just a little one-handed stab grab.
He's the chairman.
He's the benefactor, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Game, Bublik. Bublik leads by 2-1.
Ball.
Love 15.
Unusual point there from Bublik. We haven't often seen him assume a defensive posture in rallies.
Yeah.
He's been the protagonist most of the night.
Yeah, now Tommy Paul to try and dictate the tempo of that one. Did a good job of it. It's been a high-quality contest this year, I have to say. Both men have brought it. There's not been much of a drop-off in level, if any.
Oh. 30-15.
The match in Miami earlier in the year was a very competitive one. As we referenced, there wasn't much in that contest. Tommy Paul winning that 4 in the third. Back in the spring.
Bublik's getting a little frustrated with the amount of white paint that Tommy's finding with his shots. He's been frisky with the back line with quite a few of the ground strokes. He is a little disheveled about it, Bublik.
So he thought he'd find one of his own.
40-13.
Nearly around the net post.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
Wasn't below it, but what a shot. A little bit of frustration released there.
Paul.
Everybody just shaking his head at that. Gets the double.
Deuce.
And puts a little tension in this game all of a sudden. Yet to see a break point. Tommy Paul hasn't faced one tonight, but he's perilously close here.
It's time to deliver your first ace of the set. Not too far behind in the actual count, 10-8. Bublik leads in that category. What's he saying here?
2 games off first set.
Trainer?
He's on the phone. Usually means that.
Do go to usopen.org if you haven't already. Make sure you download the app as well, because I'll keep you across everything here. Good press conferences today. Interesting thoughts from a lot of different players. You can find those. Get to the match previews. Some good ones to look forward to tomorrow here on Ash. Of course, no night session on Armstrong tomorrow. We're done with that now. Just down to the day session matches.
Yeah, Bublik.
Very stereotypical
Bublik leads
hold
by 3 games, 2-2.
Alexander Bublik.
That's it.
All right. Tommy to serve.
Thank you.
Still on serve. Let's see how his movement looks. Tommy did his level best not to have to move in that point. He was hyper aggressive. So if you're trying to read that situation early like we are, that would indicate that movement is compromised, and he didn't look comfortable as he finished that point and just hit the brakes. It looked like he was moving pretty gingerly.
Good work, dude. Granddad now. Here's Brad. A couple of young grandchildren. His daughter spending time with them. On the road still, obviously. What a great relationship he has with Tommy. Plenty of mutual respect. Challenging times here, though. Hasn't missed many of those.
40-15. Three games all, third set.
10 years ago this year, he made the final, the juniors here. All-American final that year with Taylor Fritz. In fact, that was the same year that he got a wild card here for the first time. He made his top-level debut. Same week. Had a few bumps in the road in the first couple of years.
Long 15.
He's missed it. Tommy Paul's missed the whole lot in this set. Just 3 unforced from the American in 5.5 games. 6.5, bad maths. Can he get a break?
15-13.
Overcooks that, just going for broke on the return. Bublik light on speed on that second serve also. It was hittable. They just mistimed it.
Steve Forte.
Second serve ball toss does get away from it, doesn't it? Suddenly, he does look a little rushed here. Can he
Thank you.
solve the puzzle?
Yes.
Tommy gets up, shaking out his right leg after the exertion there, trying to finally break Bublik. That's 4 break points tonight that have come and gone. How much did that sting him? Pretty well for that.
Advantage Paul.
Somewhere in Manhattan, Jannik Sinner is probably in his hotel room watching these moments because he plays the winner of this match.
Yes.
Still, Bublik is yet to be broken thus far in New York.
Advantage Bublik. Yes.
Did he question himself as a consequence? Let's have a look.
Tough to tell. That one a little easier to see. 131 bullet down the middle. 12th ace of the night. Going for a baker's dozen here.
Yes.
Tommy Paul has won the rallies that have been extended more so in this set than others.
Thank you.
There's not been a whole lot of them.
Thank you. Advantage Bublik.
Has very much been the theme.
Yeah, Bublik.
And it is yet another very fine escape
Bublik leads
from
by
the Kazakh on the
14 to
serve.
3. Third set.
His first test from Europeans. Felix Auger-Aliassime, Taylor Fritz, Alex de Minaur, the exceptions. Tommy Paul going to make it a quarter.
Left. Second serve.
Bottom half. Very heavy. Just one non-European.
Lob 15.
We have had, as we know, a European stranglehold in the men's majors in the last couple of decades.
So Kazakhstan sort of straddles Asia and Europe. So where does Bublik fall?
It's Europe. But I hear you.
Because I believe I've seen some quotes about Bublik wondering why he hasn't been selected for Laver Cup on Team World, which sort of puzzled me a little bit.
Okay.
You're accurate. was really only good at PE at
15,
school.
13.
Geography, not my specialty. I'll leave that to you. You're a little closer to the action over there.
Not sure that's your wisest move of your career, but anyway.
I don't really have much of a choice. Neither does Tommy Paul, but to problem solve his way out of this 15-30 jam. Just missed it. And here comes a big moment in the match.
15-14.
He's done a good job of hiding his discomfort, but I think it's fair to say there's a fair bit underneath it. A match that has not had a break in 2 hours and 13 minutes. Are we about to have the first?
Thank you.
First break points all night long for Bublik. Paul's had 5.
30-14.
Unable to take any of them. Come on. How good is that? Tommy Paul, not always a big believer in his forehand. His backhand a more natural shot, but he lets fly with the beauty at the moment of impact here.
Thank you.
Full commitment. Oh, goodness.
Advantage, Bublik.
He's done it again. Another massive forehand nearly around the net post. In the perfect place to get another break chance. Can you believe it, Nick?
Bublik leads by 5-3 in the third set.
That may well be fatal to his chances, not just in this set, but perhaps in this tournament.
Well, court
Thank
is
you.
wide open. That is a normally reliable volley from Tommy Paul, and he has taken some time to hit the reset button here. Bublik serving for the set.
15 up.
This is a match that's being played with the handbrake off tonight.
Thank you.
So many regards. This will be some response. And if he could bounce back here quickly.
15-13. Thank you. Thank you. Second serve. Thank you.
think that Tommy should actually opt to hit a backhand off the return there, because he sort of had to make the space to hit the backhand, which is something we haven't really seen from him. Let's have a look. Here we go.
The only good thing was he was back in the center of the court. It was really that forehand that cost him the points, but it was only 84 miles an hour the second serve. If he had held his ground, he probably would have been able to get a good hit on the forehand. No touching there.
13th, 14th ace, excuse me. It's set point.
Thank you.
For the Kazakh. Anguish.
No advantage, Bublik.
He's given nothing away, but it's pretty clear right now. Looking back at career retirements, I believe that Tommy has only retired from a match once in his career on the tour, and that was in Miami last year against Martin Dam. Only time he's raised the white flag mid-match. So the trend has been for him to leave it all out there.
Yep, he's been taken off court, treated, took some painkillers, it looked like, fighting on, but he's losing power big time in his serve.
30-15.
The opening set, his first serve average speed was 120 miles an hour, Nick. In this third set, it was down to 111. And that was a 95 mile an hour first delivery. Not sure his body's able to really help him go up and get it. Tried to arm that one a little bit faster. That was 118. It looks like he has the tape between his teeth, and he's just biting down. He's just, it's all grit right now.
Yeah. Fight or flight, isn't it? Yeah, as you said. On the stroke of midnight.
Takes a good look back at his team and barks a little bit at them. There's still a little fight.
Draper, Musetti, Tommy Paul.
Shooting up.
Trying to think who the other one is.
You know, there's this wonderful invention called the internet. Shall we use it?
Let's give it a go.
Okay.
I think I'm saying there was only one player last year who broke the top 10 for the first time, Alex de Minaur, I believe. So Tommy joined a nice group this year.
40-15.
With that one, did Bublik.
40-30. Game Bublik.
The beat goes on, and the holds keep coming.
One game
from
on.
the
Fourth
contact.
set.
For the level of aggression that he is playing, the amount of low percentage shots with speed that Alexander Bublik has attempted tonight, for him to be in a position to have more winners than unforced errors against the speedy American is really a testament to how much confidence he has.
Yeah, just to give you an idea in the previous rounds, Jim. Tristan schoolcade in the previous round. He had 51 winners, 34 unforced. Of course, those numbers do include the serve. And against Cilic in the first round, he had 33 winners and 19 unforced. They were his two previous rounds. So he's been in the plus column throughout this event.
Well, it's back 2 games to 1 fourth set. Thank you. Second set.
He doesn't really hit much of a kick serve on second serve, Bublik. It's a pretty aggressive, hard slice, and it's a net skimmer. Tommy Paul, something that's been a little bit more of a struggle for him in the last set. Gets him in that long exchange, but it's incredible how often Bublik's double faulted 8 times, but I bet you he's had a second serve let 8 times as well that landed in. Gave him another chance. He takes so much risk. There's so little margin for error on that second serve. Most players, second serves can clear the net by about a foot with lots of topspin on them, or a kick serve, then dive into the court.
That's a very nice bit of finesse.
15-all.
Himself an opportunity again.
15-13. Thank you.
Time and time again, Tommy Paul has been close, so close to taking Bublik's serve, and time again, Bublik plays himself out of the jam with offense.
40-30. Thank you. Yeah, Bublik. Two games on, fourth set.
Well, there's a lot to keep up to date with here, and the best way to do it is to go to usopen.org. Another day that's crept into the night, that's crept into the early hours of the morning here in New York. Tommy Paul fighting as hard as he can to stay alive.
Another sub-100 first serve from the ailing but still fighting Tommy Paul.
Out. 15-all.
Yeah, he's lost fewer points on serve in this match when you look at it as a total compared to Bublik. Actual points.
As opposed to
Percentages.
Gotcha.
$30-15.
Himself into a 40-15 position
15
with that bit of subterfuge. Bublik didn't see that coming.
Thank you.
4.
No, 15.
Issue. That ball toss gets a little too far in front. Does not have the ability to get at the back of it. 9th double.
18-all.
Once again, responds and reacts impressively to it.
Oh. 30-15.
Been afraid to lead the applause, Tommy Paul, tonight, has he? Because this guy has produced some very impressive shots
Yeah, Bublik.
from all parts of the court as well. His attack comes from so many different aspects. He's got
3 games
so
over.
many different strings to his bow. More importantly, emotionally, he's been pretty stable.
Historically, that's a bit of an upset.
Yep. He has had the odd indiscretion.
Makes him a compelling character in the ATP Tour.
Too true.
So a great example of the versatility that Tommy Paul can bring. Slice backhand down the line, moving away from Bublik with side spin on it. Added a degree of difficulty to that shot. Tommy Paul, normally so secure at the net, perhaps a wee bit cautious with this volley, but take nothing away. This was phenomenal flick of the wrist from Sasha.
Clean card from both today. Really has been a match that has continued to rise in quality. Warmly appreciated by those that are still inside Arthur Ashe. It's about half full, I would say, in the early hours of Sunday morning. Those that have stayed are being treated.
Thank you.
Fabulous. So Sasha Bublik trailing on the serve in a match that we've had one break in almost 3 hours.
It's an area that Tommy Paul at the net has worked really hard on, and he's taken time to look back at some of the modern masters at the net, watching matches on YouTube of people like Pete Sampras and Stefan Edberg, Michael Stieck and Boris Becker. And yes, even Tim Henman, that was questionable. That's probably where he grabbed that last volley from. There have been some volleys that have been costly for a normally pretty secure net player, and Tommy Paul.
As you say, you look at the net points won, and they are slightly skewed this evening because 46 times he's played points at the net, but always of his own doing.
Still haven't figured out how to put statistics on our pages in these booths anyway that show the drop shots. So it's hard to know how many of those net approaches are actually times he's been drop shotted, but I think a significant amount. Bublik has been quick with that trigger tonight.
Was quick with that second serve as well. As you so rightly say, over 100 miles an hour is par for the course.
Billie. 14-all, fourth set.
Hasn't actually had that many big wins at the majors when you look at it. Bublik in his career, he's had 4 top 20 wins at the majors, and 2 of those came at the French this year when he beat De Minaur and Draper.
As the crowd tries to really bring their energy to Tommy Paul, it's been hard for Bublik to bring a constant concentration in best-of-5 set tennis.
Yep.
Love 15.
That might be changing this year.
I mean, to beat De Minaur from 2 sets down is an extraordinary effort, really. Even the fact that Alex admitted after that match that he wasn't in the best place, but he does not give up his wicket readily.
Love 13.
To extend the point on a couple of occasions here and wait for Tommy Paul to crack.
Thank you.
He stole it. Amazing one-handed pass from Bublik. Gives him break point at 4-all. Not far from the finish line if he can get this one, Nick.
How has he generated the pace from here? And the control. Mind-boggling.
Missed it though. Overplayed it. That was anxiety. Moving from his brain all the way down into the strings of the racket.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Chances come and go for Alexander Bublik. And is there yet more chance?
Let's see if there's a hangover effect from Bublik. Having had a chance in the game prior and getting a little anxious, opens with a double.
Let for serve. Thank you.
He might just be in let it ride mode here. Let's see how risky this second serve is. Oh. Crazy hard to do.
And it does feel, Jim, as if we're in a similar scenario to where we were at Roland Garros in that match with Draper. This is exactly the mood and the level of tennis he was in at the time. Exactly the same. And he was playing this way. And he kept it together.
Oh, he was there, too. All the line was wide open. Tommy Paul realizes that now, but you're right. Bublik, he was doing a high wire act with no net against Draper in the fourth set. All or nothing. The rally caps are on in Tommy's team zone.
Let's what's up.
Not sure if you're familiar with how that happens in baseball dugouts in America from time to time when they need a rally, but that's what it looks like. Bublik not in the mood to allow one, just lets it fly and all going his way.
That's a heck of a hole. It's worth reiterating that he had not won a match at a hardcore major in 3 years prior to his first round win here. He had lost first round in each of the last 3 years, in here and both in Australia. And he broke his duck with that victory here in round 1. And he's looking to make it a hat-trick of wins on the bounce. Just somehow to try and find a way to land a knockout blow. That's a very acute angle. He's leaving it all out there admirably.
When Bublik beat Jack Draper in 4 sets at Roland Garros, it was in just a shade under 3 hours, about 2 hours and 55 minutes. Well, guess where we are now? 2 hours and 57 minutes. And Bublik claimed that he knew he had no chance if it went to a 5th set. And you just wonder if he's feeling that here tonight, because the person who's less likely physically to survive a 5th set is Tommy Paul, who's medical timeout, treated for this problem he's been dealing with since Roland Garros, where his groin and pelvic area has been on fire effectively. Bublik might just still roll the dice with that same kind of high-risk strategy here at the finish. It seems likely that's where we're headed, for him to just let it fly and let the chips fall where they may. And Tommy Paul holds serve, but will he have
what he's doing right now to try and keep himself in the conversation here at the US Open?
Round 15.
As our good friend Rob Koenig likes to say,
Thank you.
he's kept it tighter than a taxman's purse.
That didn't even make it to the net.
Round 13.
Countless times he's got himself out of these situations tonight on the serve.
Left for serve. Please. Thank you.
Came to the court with a lot of confidence and a shovel to dig himself out of holes all the time. He's done it consistently tonight, as Bublik, as you mentioned. This time, this one point is
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you. Yes.
Saved in a familiar fashion. Unplayable.
Advantage Bublik.
He's almost at 50% of serves unreturned in this fourth set.
Game Bublik. 6 games all, fourth set tiebreak. Each player has received one additional challenge.
In here
Players are ready. Thank you.
will be a third tiebreak of the evening.
Paul.
first two tie breaks. The winning player took an early lead, a 3-love lead, and that was enough to hang in there and finish it off. Paul strikes early.
Please.
He was covering that tee serve early. Finds the net instead. Watch Tommy Paul play, and I know you have too a lot, and he looks like he's moving fine. I think he is moving fairly well in between the points. It's after the points when you see him walk that the pain is evident that he is dealing with right now physically. It's not just that Bublik's a pain.
Yeah. That's the pull-up, isn't it? Once again,
He just bent, the cameras were on it, but Tommy just bent down for the first time to sort of stretch out his groin area, because that's where the pain is right now. This guy is in absolute warrior mode.
Thank you.
He is dealing with immense pain, it appears.
drop shot from a slightly deeper position, which hasn't been the case really for much of the evening. As a consequence, Tommy Paul had a longer look at it.
Thank you.
Tommy Paul in this set has committed just 5 unforced errors. And he's not given a whole lot away, has he, Tommy?
This is just grit versus flash, what this is. Paul, all grit. Bublik just flashing his immense skill set everywhere you look. Look at this low percentage winner. Right in the corner, just knocking down targets. That is target set on a meeting with Jannik Sinner, who will play the winner of this one.
They played, of course, in the quarterfinals of Roland Garros.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you.
Can he set up another meeting with the world #1?
Please. Four, 3. Paul. Thank you.
Guts on display from the American, and more clean ball striking from the Kazakh, just ripping ground strokes here. A couple of balls ticking the tape for each player in rally, but it was the just drive backhand that knocked Paul down.
Thank you.
Bublik is on the cusp, isn't he?
Yeah.
Serving for the 4th round. Yet.
5-all.
It's been a special
Thank
New York
you.
night. How much more of it do we have left?
Please. Please.
Definite. Inexplicably, Bublik has lost both points on serve.
Thank you.
Paul with a chance to take us to a 5th.
Please, everybody. Thank you. Unforced set. Paul.
Herculean
7 games to
from
6.
Tommy Paul.
2 sets all.
Remarkably, the American will play back-to-back 5-setters in the early hours. There have been a lot of 5-set matches over the course of the last 48 hours or so.
We'll see how Bublik responds. We know that Tommy Paul's locked in mentally right now. How will Bublik react to having been so close to a handshake and a victory? It's a little harder to tell with him than most people because he plays semi-reckless tennis anyway.
Yeah.
Tommy
40,
covering
15.
the middle there on the second serve, and when you do play Bublik, there's no reason to even think about covering the wide serve on the second serve in the ad court. He almost never goes there. He just hits it either at your body or tee.
Game.
Hits the spot there and gets a quick hold.
First game, final set.
Tommy Paul, this is his fifth setter of the season. Let's get a mention to Greg Sharko, who does some great work with us behind the scenes, and he was telling me that Tommy's actually won his last 6 matches. And he has played a 5-setter in the following match. He's 4-0 this year against Tommy in these situations. In fact, he's won 5 on the spin going back to last season. His overall record in 5-set matches, for what it's worth, is 11-5, Tommy, in his career.
It's worth quite a bit.
15-30.
This is so interesting, and just to be like kind of a big picture. think you want
15,
Tommy Paul
14.
winning this match, because the chances of Tommy being fresh physically, let alone healthy after 2 consecutive 5-setters, is not high. Bublik in position to strike early.
There's a long way to go.
Bublik leads by 2 games to love.
That is a
Final
nice
set.
platform with which to start this 5th set. He's backing up the line. His ability to hit that shot in all parts of the court is something else.
Thank you. Fifteen love.
Oh, Tommy, he's going to have to do something that he's been unable to if he's going to get back into this match, and that's break serve. 0 for 6 on break chances. And Bublik just throwing haymakers.
Not sure they can believe it. Let's have a look at this one again.
Thank you.
Frustration.
12 of the first 14 points in this final set have been won
Bublik
by the
leads by 3
counter.
games to
He's
love.
got a 3-love lead.
Final set.
Who knows if he'd have lost that one if he'd have gone on the tear that he has done in the subsequent 6 months.
Love 15.
Slashing forehand, and another painful looking move post point from Tommy Paul, who just applauds the brilliance coming off of Bublik's stick.
Thank you. Love 13.
Taylor Fritz, along with Tommy Paul, the Only American men still in the main draw. Yesterday, Francis Tiafoe, well, a couple days ago now, since we're officially in Sunday. Francis Tiafoe and Ben Shelton both taken out.
He's
hanging in like a loose tooth right now. There's not much left, it doesn't look like, in his body.
And he's getting nothing from the other end. 17 points in this set. Bublik's not hit a single unforced error in this set so far. That's how clean it's been.
Thank you.
Figuratively, he has on the scoreboard.
Bublik leads by 4 games to love. Final set.
Here you go, D. Let's go, come on, man.
If you've got any energy left, go to usopen.org.
Thank you.
To see, though, as a parent, I like to see this amount of grit from Tommy Paul. Everyone likes brilliant tennis. That's easy. It's hard to replicate. There's so much to admire in the fact that Tommy Paul is fighting just like this in examples as he talks to his team for even other American athletes who were witnessing this. The NFL quarterback by the name of Russell Wilson plays for the New York Giants, who's in the front row of the president's box with his family. And they haven't left. It's past 1 a.m. and he and his wife, Ciara, who's a famous singer, their kids are probably 10 and 8 years old. And they are front row, and I guarantee you they're teaching their kids lessons about what Tommy Paul's doing out here.
Let's first up.
It's a point well made, Jim.
There is no quit in Tommy Paul, and his body is shot. And the battle is almost won by Bublik, who has deserved it. He's played with aggression and with accuracy, and this fifth set is just, he's in a dreamlike state. But it's Tommy Paul who's captivating my attention in this set for what he's displaying.
Game, Bublik.
And his time at the US Open is about to come to an end.
Thank you.
So Tommy Paul serving to stay in it.
Bublik sprinting through the Tate Pier. 3.5 hours of play, and he's looked pretty darn good physically in this 5th set. Sinner next for the winner.
30-15.
Surely that it's going to be Bublik at this point, who did beat Sinner in their last meeting. He's beaten him twice in his career, both of those times taking place in the grass courts in Halle, Germany. Sinner had a mighty struggle today with Denis Shapovalov, but prevailed.
I think you'll find that was yesterday, Jim, but who's counting?
That's a good point. It's a little bit, I've been here since 8 a.m. this morning. Yesterday morning, I should say, so. Yeah, probably going to sleep in my car in the parking garage rather than go back to the apartment tonight. That's okay.
We respect your work,
It's going to be great to see the finish here. It's been some special tennis and special, just real energy.
40-30.
These players out here, and the crowd, there's enough of them that have stayed around to keep the atmosphere vibrant.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend, of course.
Juice.
Tommy Paul may well be in need of an enforced break after this event. We'll see. The body said no much of this summer. And yet, as you so rightly say, he has flung himself around this court still for 3.5 hours. Despite the limitations that obviously have grown. And here is Bublik's chance to finish him.
Thank you. Advantage, Bublik.
And still he won't go away.
Yes.
Enhancing his reputation.
Advantage, Paul. Let's serve. Let's serve.
please. Bublik leads by 5 games to 1. Final set.
There's Russell Wilson with his young family just to his side. But now, can Bublik serve it out? He was just a couple points away. 5-4 in the 4th set tiebreaker.
Thank you.
Couldn't get it done.
Thank you.
Much bigger cushion here.
He needs a couple of big Hail Marys here, doesn't he? That might not be enough. How well Sasha Bublik played tonight, though, consistently.
Thank you.
His level has stayed so high.
It's been awesome from Bublik, and it's almost over now. Triple match point. Bublik still unbroken at the US Open.
Please.
Game, set, and match. Bublik.
Alexander Bublik wins what must surely be
3 sets to 2, 7-6, 6-7, 6-3, 6-7, 6-1.
What an embrace between two very good friends who have tried to knock each other out for 3 hours and 38 minutes. It's the Kazakh that survives. It's been some summer. He's through to the last 16.